finding the strength to go on. This after suffering devastating loss. A First Coast family has suffered firsthand the loss of their veteran loved one, not once, but twice. A mother now holding on to hope, all because of a trip she's made down an old familiar road. It's been a long road through unimaginable pain.
I didn't know I was coming here.
No.
I was just driving.
Down Palm Valley Road, a drive Shara Cavanaugh had made hundreds of times before, but this time, this drive brought a new destination.
So I always say, you know, God gives us our hope every day, and He uses puppies to do it. God created puppies. This is the family. Probably one of my favorite pictures of us just all piling in.
The Cavanaugh family, a handful of kids, literally.
Just a lot of love, all 5 kids.
Of those 5, twin sons, David and Tommy.
This is one of my favorite photos of David. This was in St. Augustine.
She remembers the day Tommy decided what he was going to do after graduating from Ponte Vedra High.
Tommy says, Mom, I talked to the Marine recruiter at the school today.
As is the case with identical twins, a bond like gravity pulled David towards his brother.
When he showed up at Tommy's graduation at Paris Island, David said, I'm cutting my hair. I'm going to follow in the same path.
Tommy ended up stationed at the Pentagon doing diplomatic work. David became a machine gunner.
And there's only one place to be a machine gunner, and that's overseas. 3
deployments, including Afghanistan. When he came home after his 3rd, he was told there'd be a 4th, to Iraq.
So we had some really good time home. Went out to California, started training. They were getting ready to go to Iraq. FaceTimed, hey Mom, we had a great time. Hey, before I go to Iraq, let's plan a ski trip.
A normal phone call from her son, followed by one she never thought was possible.
It was 24 hours later, the phone call comes in, and I'm so sorry, Mrs. Cavanaugh. We found your son. I just can't describe the rest of that night.
David took his own life.
We had no idea. We had no idea what the true struggles. These are the best.
So in the midst of planning a funeral for her son, her home full of people there to help, she had a moment that led to the drive.
And I just remember I had to get out of the house and just clear my head. And I see K9s For Warriors, the sign. And it was like this light came on.
A mission in honor of David.
In a blink of an eye, we had raised $25,000, which is enough to sponsor 1 dog. Our son's life is going to go on through helping another warrior.
But while Shara was focusing her pain on this new work, her other son struggled.
2 months later, he left us a note and just said that he just needed to be with his twin.
And she says the only thing that kept her going in that time, her faith that God brought her to K9s For Warriors for a reason.
And we say all the time that when you're a believer, there are no coincidences. Come on, Johnny.
Her family, now puppy raisers.
Yes.
A critical first step in the path of a service dog going home with a veteran.
So every week you work on maybe 1 skill or 2.
And Johnny is their 4th dog she'll hand over to a veteran battling PTSD.
It then becomes your love and your passion to turn the leash over to a warrior.
What all started with an unimaginable drive to nowhere in particular has led her on a journey of hope, walked 1 step at a time.
When you know that God is leading your path, He landed me in this spot for this organization to come alongside of our family and to figure out how to walk through this.
And you can get involved in this program. It's proven, in veterans' own words, to save lives and prevent suicide and suicidal thoughts. Shara says she does it to make sure no other mother gets the phone calls that she got. K9s For Warriors hosting their telethon right now. You can give a call, or you can also give by visiting K9sforwarriors.com. So much information also on our website, firstcoastnews.com.